I would say that this is for the women, but then again, I feel like many other people will be blessed by it. Thinking about the story in the garden, the woman and the serpent. I know the popular scripture that the enemy has come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Then, when you think about the law of first mention, I'm a theologian. Yeah. The law of first mention. When the enemy first appeared in the Bible, the serpent, he didn't come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. He came to have a conversation. It was the conversation that stole, that killed, and that destroyed. However, the idea that God is a master strategist is that when salvation was going to come into the world, it started with a conversation with a woman. At the time when the angel spoke with the woman, if a woman was going to take a major decision, it had to be through a man. That was a tradition at that time. It had to be through a man. But God bypassed societal norms and constructs and structures and went directly to the woman. Because what he had said in the garden was that the seed of the woman will bruise your head, O serpent. My pastor says that is the joker of God. Because women don't have seeds, we have eggs. But that's the master strategy of God. The word was enough as seed. The word was enough as seed. The conversation that started in the garden, God ended it with a conversation with Mary. He, by that one stroke, saved the entire woman race. For by one man, sin entered the world, and by another man, sin was taken. I paraphrase the Bible. And then I want to say this, for by one conversation with the woman, sin entered the world. And by one conversation with a woman, sin was taken away from the world. What I'm trying to tell you is that God is so strategic about your life that he will never allow the enemy have the last say. There's nothing that the enemy has planted in your life that God has not already taken the venom out of and planted it as serum in your future. All you have to do is say, be it unto me as you have spoken. Don't think about, oh, I slept around, I was a prostitute, I did this, I did that. That is the conversation with Eve. Succumb yourself to the conversation with the angel and watch God change your history by himself. Forget Rahab the harlot conversations there and think about going to the house and bring forth the woman. Jesus is a master strategist. He doesn't waste your resources, including the one you sowed in that side. That's how to show the enemy that I'm not your mate, that I made this one. And even if you borrowed her, even if she allowed you borrow her, when I'm taking her back, her time is so precious to me that I will invest the time she spent doing what I did not send her into what I sent her. That's to let you know that God is such a master strategist that even the enemy is his employee. As you are entering 2024, go with this gift that God has so masterly, strategically planned your life that even the things the enemy thinks he sowed in your childhood, your father leaving, your mother not loving you, you being raped, your parents getting a divorce, anything that he has sown as seed is going to be an oak tree for God in the future. By one man's disobedience, sin entered the world, and by one man's sacrifice, sin was forever taken away. And by one conversation with a woman, sin entered the world. By one conversation with the angel and the woman, sin has been taken away from the world.